Hi, welcome to my channel Rubia Stedman and to part 2 of this cute little set. In part 1 I teach you how to crochet the hat, and now in part number 2 I'll be teaching you how to crochet this beautiful vest. It's very easy to do. I hope you guys like it and give it a try, and here is the list of materials you're gonna need to make it. To make this kit's vest, this is the yarn I'm going to use. It's exactly the same yarn that I used last week for the hat. This one. So now I'm going to do the matching vest. And they are Red Heart Soft, 100% acrylic, medium 4 or worsted 4. And they had 141 grams, these two, and these one are 140. But since I use it for the hat, I have less yarn here. And the crochet hook that you're going to use is 6.5 millimeter or US K 10.5. You're going to need tapestry needle and scissors and a baby sweater to get your measurements. This one is from 12 months to 18 months. Okay, so it will be for this size. Something else that you're going to need is buttons for the top of the shoulders. Now with the chocolate one. So the colors are chocolate. This one is toast, but I'm going to call it caramel because it looks more like caramel. And this one is just a number, a lot number. Don't have any name for the color, so I'm going to call orange. So orange, caramel, and chocolate. Chocolate. So I'm going to start with the chocolate. And I'm going to do a chain for the circumference of the piece. And the chain had to be multiple of 6. And it will be this circumference, okay? And we're going to work in the round until we get to under the arm, and after that we're going to work straight. In the front and straight in the back. So I'm going to continue doing my chain until I have my desired length and multiple of 6. Here I have 66 chain. And I use 60 for the hat, but we use a 1.5 millimeter bigger hook with this one. So the other one was a 5 millimeters, this one is 6.5. So the stitches are longer and bigger. So you're gonna come here, and the chain measure 20 inches or 51 centimeters. You're gonna create a circle, making sure that your chain is not twisted. You're going to do a slip stitch on the first one, and that's the circumference of here, you see. So we're going to chain 3, and that counts as the first double crochet of 66. So we're going to do the border like the hat. Exactly the same 3 rows. So this is row number 1, and then we're going to do 2 more of double crochet, 1 front post, 1 back post. So I will meet you here when I have this first row. And I recommend this yarn for this because it's nice and soft. For this one, the one that I use a lot, the Loops and Thread Impeccable, is a little more harder for this. This one is nice and soft for this project. I like the loops and thread for netting. I for crochet too, but for this one I like this one for this project. To finish this row, we're going to do a slip stitch on the 3rd chain, and now we're going to work the post. So the chain 3 will be the first one. So you're going to pass your hook in between the chain and the last double crochet, and you're gonna pass your yarn to the back. You have 2 loops, and you're gonna pass through those 2 loops, and you count your first chain of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, you come to the next double crochet, and you're gonna do a front post, and the next one a back post, and a front post and a back post until the end. And you're going to do the repetition in the next row as well. So it will be 2 rows the same. We're going to finish with a slip stitch on the 3rd chain, and the next row is exactly the same as this one. You're going to come in between the double crochet and the chain 3. You're going to pass your hook on top of the chain, and then you're going to do 1, 2, and 3. Now it's easier for you to see which one are you working. So the front post will be front post, and the back post will be back post. So like that, you're going to do this last row of border. Here I finished this row. Now the next one, you're going to chain 3 and count as the first double crochet of 3. So that's 1, 2, and when you do the 3rd one, you're going to change color, and here you have 2 strands, and here I have my caramel ready with the slip knot, and you're going to pass that loop through those 2, and you're going to carry the chocolate as you work. Now with the caramel, you're going to do 3 double crochet. One, 2, and 3, and you're going to close number 3 with the chocolate, and then you're going to carry the caramel underneath. So now you're going to do 3 with the chocolate, and when you close the 3rd one, you're going to do it with the caramel. I always pass it in the back, that way they don't tangle up. So now with the caramel, you're going to do 3, and like that you're going to continue this row. Here I'm going to finish this row with a slip stitch, and we're going to continue with the caramel, and we're going to leave here the chocolate, making sure that I don't gonna continue losing that jar in there, because I need the chocolate in that place. So I'm gonna chain 3, and I'm gonna do 3 double crochet with the caramel, and it's the 3rd one, and when you're gonna close the 3rd one, you're gonna change color. I already have a slip stitch here, and you're gonna pass that loop through those 2 loops, and you're gonna continue working with the orange and bringing the caramel all the way to the next 3 stitch. So you're gonna do 3 with this one, now it's time to close number 3, and you're gonna grab the caramel, and you're gonna close. And as you look at my work, my orange is no tangled with the caramel. So I'm gonna show you how. See, I have my orange here. I'm gonna work with the caramel. And I'm gonna close with the orange, and then what I do is I bring the caramel to the front and grab the orange from the back. Now I continue with the orange, and I keep, you see, wrapping my caramel and those stitches in there. Now my 3rd one, and then I leave the orange in the back, and I grab the caramel from the front, and like that you don't want to have any tangle of your yarn. You're going to continue doing that repetition all the way around. So where you have the chocolate, you have now caramel, and on top of the caramel you will have the orange. Here we're going to finish this row with a slip stitch on the third chain. Now you're going to leave the orange there, and we're going to work with the chocolate and the caramel. You're going to grab the chocolate, but it's here, under, and you're going to pass it through here. You're going to pull really tight this in here, the orange, and you're going to do 3 chain with the chocolate. And now you're going to grab the caramel and you're going to bring it to the next 3 stitches in here. So you're going to do 2 with the chocolate, 2 more, and then the third one you're going to close with the caramel. So you bring the chocolate to the front, and then through the back you grab the caramel, and then you're going to do 3 with the caramel, oops, and you're going to close with the chocolate. And then you're going to drag the caramel underneath, and you're going to come here and you're going to close with the caramel. Like that you're going to continue working, doing the repetition of those 2 rows. I don't count these ones of the border, just this one with the colors. So you're going to continue working with those colors until you have the length until under the arm in here. So for mine I'm going to give it a few, probably 1 or 2 rows more. That way it's a little bit longer than this one. But you're going to work until here. Okay, until under the arm, and once you have that I will meet you here. But remember, it's the repetition of those 2 rows, sorry, and top of the chocolate you will have the caramel, and on top of the caramel the orange, and then when you can go to the 3rd row, on top of the caramel you will have the chocolate, and on top of the orange you will have the caramel, and like that you're going to continue on and on. You're going to finish this row, the 3rd row, with a slip stitch, and you're going to continue with the caramel, and then you're going to grab the orange from under here, and when you're going to do the next double crochet you're going to have the orange in here. That way it's nice and straight in the top, you see? And you leave the chocolate in here. So now we're going to finish this one with the orange and through the back, and the caramel always in the front. That way they don't tangle up. So you're going to continue with that repetition until you have the desired length. I just wanted to show you how to bring the orange up. Okay. Here I have the length that I need for mine. If I measure from here, you'll see that I have a little extra. So in total I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 rows in total. So now we're going to separate the front and the back, and I want the seam in here to be under one arm. That way we don't get a seam in the center of the back or the center of the front. And then here now you can cut the chocolate, leaving a tail to lose that one there. So we're gonna work from right to left each row from now on. That way we don't get the wrong side of the stitch and the right side of the piece. So now with the orange and the caramel we're gonna work here. So you're gonna do a slip stitch from this one to the next chocolate, you're going to chain 3, and you're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch, and you're going to close it with the orange. Now you're going to do 3 orange, and then you're going to do 3 caramel, the same repetition that you're supposed to. And then you're going to do that until your second chocolate here. You're going to leave one chocolate without working in here, and then you'll cut the yarn, and then we'll start again from this side to the other one. Okay, here I finished this row and I cut the yarn, so I'm going to start all over again from here, from the right to the left. So this one here is just to guide ourselves for the opening of the arm. We don't want to do this that this one has, okay? But we're going to do a decrease in here. We're going to end up with 1 chocolate in the beginning and 1 at the end, and that's it for the decrease in here. So you're going to do a slip knot, and you're going to come here at the top of the 3rd chain. You're going to pass that loop. This time you're going to chain 2, and then in the next one you're going to do a double crochet, and then you're going to close it with this one in the top. So I'm going to lose a little bit detailing here as I work. I'm going to do my 3 caramel. I'm going to close the top with the chocolate. So you're going to work this row straight to the end, doing the changes exactly as we work the piece. And I will meet you here at the end to show you how you're going to do the last decrease. And in the next row, we're going to start working in only half at the one side, and then after that the other half, because we're going to leave the opening for the color. Okay, so continue doing this until the end to show you how you're going to finish in here. Here I'm going to finish with a chocolate. Let me do this one again. Start to lose the shape. I'm going to do 1 chocolate, and I'm going to finish, and I'm going to do 1 in the last one. And then I'm going to pass that loop through those 2, chain 1, cut the yarn, and I will start working in this side. So now in this row that we're going to do now, we're going to leave the open of the center. So if you count this one in here and these 2 in the last one, so you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is the center one. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is the center one. So we have 5 in one side and 5 in the other one, and 1 in the middle. Okay, so we're going to work in one side until the center, until we have our length, and then the same in the other side after. Now with the caramel, we're going to do a slip knot, and we're going to pass on top of this double crochet that loop. We're going to chain 2, and the third one going to be with this one, because we had to change color. We're going to pass that loop. You see we have 1, 2, 3 and the top. And now we're going to work with the orange. We're going to do our 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to change color to the caramel. And we're going to do now with the caramel or 3 double crochet. And 3. We're going to close the top of this one with the orange again. And I think I'm going to move the tail from there. We're going to do 3 with the orange. And 3 goes with the caramel. We're going to do 3 with the caramel. And we're about to start the center one. So the center one will be only 2 stitches. Here you're going to close with the orange. And now you're going to do 2 double crochet, but the first one you're going to do without finish. And then you're going to do the center one. And you're going to finish. Chain 1. And you're going to cut your yarn, and then we're going to start again in here exactly the same, only with 1 color of the chocolate, and then 3 caramel, 3 chocolate, 3 caramel, 3 chocolate, and 1 caramel. And then we're going to continue with that repetition until we have the desired height for our arm. And that will be this in here, from the opening in here, you see. That will be the main row that we're going to do. So I'm going to finish in here, cut the yarn, and I will show you how to do one more time the next row, and from there you can continue with the same repetition. Now we're going to do a slip knot with the chocolate, and I'm going to do one with the caramel at the same time. That way it's ready. And then I'm going to come here at the top of the third chain here, and I'm going to pass that loop, and I'm going to chain 2, and you see this one that is left on the chain will be the third one, and then you're going to pass in the caramel. Now you're going to do yarn over with the caramel. Let me pull a little bit of chocolate, and you want to work just 3 double crochet with the caramel. You're going to close this one with the chocolate. You're going to continue working with the caramel, under, and now here you're going to close with the caramel. You're going to do 3 caramel, and we're going to do one more decrease in this row, and that will be the last decrease. So you're going come here. You're gonna do 1. I don't know why you still have that tail in there. 2. You're gonna do the third one here, but you don't gonna close that. You have 2 loops, and now with the caramel you're gonna do a yarn over, and you're gonna come here on top of these 2 orange, and you're gonna pass through those strand. You're gonna pass, and you're gonna do your decreasing here, like so. Okay, you're going to chain 1, cut the yarn, and then in the next row, let me move this strand out of the way that way you can see better what we're doing. In the next row, you're going to start with a chain of caramel, and then you're going to do 3 chocolate, 3 caramel, 3 chocolate, and 3 caramel. You're gonna do 1, 2, and the third caramel will be in between these 2 strands in here and the caramel in the back. So I'm gonna do this until I get here, and I'll show you how you're gonna finish that. And you see, this start to look like a B, and here. So the next one, when you do the other side, will be like so. Okay. I'm gonna work my last 3 caramel, so it will be 1, 2, and the third one I pass through this loop in here, through the next loop under, and through the caramel. That way it's nice and straight, and do the last double crochet, chain 1, cut the yarn, and then you finish that row. And you see, now the repetition will be a straight 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet, starting with a chain of 3 in here. Okay, it will be nice and straight in here, like that. So you're going to continue working until you have the desired length for the opening of the arm. Okay, probably like a couple of more rows, because I want it to be nice and open here. So I will meet you here and let you know how many rows I do for mine and the measurements. Okay, well, I finished this side and I lost all the tails, that way you guys can see better what we have here, because that was a lot of tails in here. So now we're going to work in this side, and we're going to start from the center out, because we have to continue with the row that way. And then with the orange, we're going to do slip knot, and you're going to come here in the same space where you have this one, you have to do the next one, otherwise you'll have this a little bit to the side. Okay, it has to be in the same double crochet. Here you're going to chain 2, and you're going to do a double crochet in the next one, and this one you're going to close this one with the caramel. Now with the caramel, you're going to do your 3 double crochet. Now with the orange you're going to do just 3 double crochet. Let me leave those tails in here. Close with the caramel. And you're going to do the last one with a caramel. Chain 1, and you're going to cut these 2. And like that you finish that row. Now you're going to start again, but on top of this double crochet with the caramel, and then you're going to change to the chocolate, and then the caramel, chocolate, caramel, and then you're going to finish with a chocolate here. And then you're going to continue working these exactly the same as you did on this side, exactly the same here. And I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows in this side, okay? And in here you don't have to do anything else that stay like that. It's just in here that we're going to do the last decrease, and then you work straight. Now we're going to work here on top of this double crochet. So we want to work with the caramel, but since we had to do that decrease in here at the caramel, we're going to chain 1 with this one. Now with the chocolate, I'm going to do a slip knot, and I'm going to pass it through this and here. Let me pull the caramel. And by doing that, you are doing the decrease that you need for the caramel in here. The chain 2 space. So now you're going to do 3 chocolate. And you're going to close it with the caramel. Three caramel. I like to pass it through here, but it's really tight. And you're going to close over the chocolate. Now 3 chocolate. So you're going to continue doing this until the end. You're going to finish with 1 chocolate at the end. On top of the caramel, you're going to finish with 1 double crochet and a chocolate. And you see in here, it starts to look like this. This one's a little, pull that one out a little bit, and it looks the same, you see. So in the next row, you're going to start just with caramel on top of this chocolate. 3 caramel, 3 orange, 3 caramel, 3 orange, and 1 caramel. So it's the same repetition of this row in here. And then you're going to do this row, this one, and that one. And it will look exactly the same in the front. I'm going to show you this next row. This is the one that we had to do it just with the 3 of the same color. And this will be the repetition that you're going to do from this row on. Okay, you're going to start here and tap this chocolate with the caramel, and you're going to chain 3. So now you're going to do 2 more double crochet, and now you're going to change to this color. So you're going to continue with this, you see. Now you have the caramel in here, like this. And then the next one going to be, and the chain 3, and the third one with chocolate. And then the next one caramel, you start, and then chocolate. Exactly the same. And it starts to look like this. Once you finish the 2 front, one side and then the other one, we're going to work on the back. And now is the combination of orange and caramel in this row. So you're going to skip one of these caramel under the arm, and you go to the next one, exactly the same as we did for the front. You're going to come here, and you're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. You're going to do a double crochet in the next caramel, and then you're going to close it in the top with the caramel. Now you're going to do 3 caramel on top of the chocolate, and then 3 orange, 3 caramel, and you're going to finish with a decrease that we did on each side. Okay. And it will be like this under the arms. So exactly the same 2 row a decrease that we did in here. You're going to do it in here and all the way to the end, and after that you're going to work it straight until you have the same length. And you're going to end up in each side with only 1 stitch of 1 color. Okay. And then after that we saw the top, we're going to do a border of chocolate all the way around, and you don't going to see this in here. So it's looking really nice so far. I'm going to show you how to finish this row in here. So you're going to come here, and on top of this caramel you're going to do an orange double crochet. You don't want to finish, and then you go to the next one, you're going to do another one, and you're going to close these 3 loops, chain 1 and secure the stitch, and like that you're going to finish that row. After that row you're going to start here with a caramel, and then 3 chocolate, 3 caramel, 3 chocolate, 3 caramel, 3 chocolate, 3 caramel, 3 chocolate, 3 caramel, 3 chocolate, and you're going to finish with 1 caramel. And then you go back again to the next row, and then you start with 1 orange, and then 3 caramel, 1 orange, 1 of these spaces in orange, and 1 space in caramel, and like so on until you have the same length as this one, and it starts to look pretty good. I'm working in the last row of the top. So in the back I want to separate the shoulder, so I'm gonna do some decrease. So these ones here I'm gonna do my 3 regular double crochet like we're doing so far. Now in the caramel I'm gonna do a decrease, and in the next orange. So I did my first caramel, and then in these 2 caramel I'm gonna do a decrease. I'm gonna finish there. I'm gonna do a yarn over, and I'm gonna do my other double crochet. Sorry about that. I just wanted to continue working with the same all the way. So here you're gonna close those 3 strands with the orange, and then you're gonna do your orange here, and then a decrease in these last 2. See, I don't want to finish that one. I'm gonna do the last one, and I'm gonna close those 3, chain 1, cut the yarn, and I finish the top of that shoulder. And I'm gonna do the same on the other side of the shoulder. So here I have the same width in the front and in the back. Like so. So I'm gonna leave the chocolate part without any stitches. Okay, so it'll be just a little bit more open for the head. Now with the orange, I'm gonna start in here, and since I have to start with a decrease, I'm only gonna chain 2. And then I do a double crochet, and that just gave me the decrease that I needed. And then I'm gonna do another double crochet. And now I'm going to change color to the caramel, and I had to do a decrease in top in here with the caramel. So I'm going to work my double crochet without closing them in the top, and then I will close them all with the orange, and that will give me the same decrease as the other side. And then I'm going to continue working the rest of the stitches until the end, cut the yarn and lose all those tails. Once you finish, you're gonna do a row of a single crochet from here all the way around to here, and the same in the back. And then after, we gonna overlap this in here in the extra half row that we did, and in here we're gonna do a row of single crochet all the way around, and in these two here, closing the arm hole. And then after, you will place a button here and another in here, and then we are done. But first we have to do those single crochet. Once you finish this in here, for the front, we'll do the same for the back. You turn your work around and start in here, do all the way around, and then after that we're gonna work on the sleeves, or in the opening of the sleeves. Here I did one on the side, and I did 2 rows of single crochet, and what I did in here was I start under the arm. I start with the single crochet, and then when I got to the top in here, I overlap these two, and you're gonna do your single crochet, grabbing the top and the bottom row, and continue, do 1 row and then the next one. After that, you also 1 or 2 buttons in here, and then you done your piece in each side. So something that I recommend, if you watch the video before I start the piece, is to do the opening here 1 row lower. You see, I did 2 rows in the front before I did my opening of the collar, so I recommend to do 1 row, and then the next one do the opening that way is a little bit lower. Okay, but it's up to you if you wanted to do exactly like mine. That's a recommendation. I wish I had done that lower, that way this is a little more open until here. I already saw the buttons, and I put one closer to here and one in here. So the space between two double crochet is the space for the buttonhole. And you see, you can leave it like this. If you find that it's too close the top, you can put the button more, just one button in here and one in here, more to the center. Leave the back open, or just close one side, leave this other side open. You know, depend what you want to do. I wish I have made this a little lower, that way this was more open, but this is learning curves. So the amount of yarn that I have left from the set is this. I still have quite a lot. This one have more, and so with one ball of each color you can make this set no problem. So now I'm gonna put it on William, and I will show you the end result. Well, this is the end result of the set, and they look adorable. So I hope you guys like it, and give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber. And if you make this set and you want to send me some picture, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Stedman, or you can find me in my Instagram, Ruby Stedman Crochet. Please share my video with friends and family, that way you help me grow here in YouTube. I wish you have a beautiful day.